EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 63 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! At their own 21-yard line.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10 at their own 21. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now Brees on third down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Here we go with Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Decided to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second and 7, Brees. And his pass incomplete.
Used to have a coach who used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Hey, box truck, box truck. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Better bring it. Sammy.
To throw, it's Brees. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Fancy footwork at the 40. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Oh, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on second down. Breeze, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike, ready? Let's get off the field.
On second down and 4, Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Breeze now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And they'll get this down to the 10. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
There's Dobbs to throw. And off the deflection, it's caught. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Flushed out right. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Oh, you got deep?
On 4th down, Minshew. A desperation heave for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Breeze. Again has it complete. A good pickup there, a 22. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Lutz puts this one through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. Gets past one man. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. First target, first catch, and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On 2nd and 12, Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Hey, Sue. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Watch the pass. Ready.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Completes it to Lee. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
Here we go.
Fournette, a first down carry. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Ready. Keep 61. Matchbox light. Let's go.
From the 16, Minshew. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jeff Swaim there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Let's go. Their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. first carry for a Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Breeze now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And Gen's got it. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain of 22. Breeze now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Kamara. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Kamara. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, let's go. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz good on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, Armstead. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They go play action here on 1st down. This one caught by Lee. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Trying to improvise. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 22-yard scamper. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
He's going to let it fly. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll make this a 2nd down. From the gun, they go with Armstead. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
60
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And the pressure gets to him again. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On 1st down, Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 46 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. That one looks like he'll throw here. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. A big hitter to start the drive has them up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta. 59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want.
To throw, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Hey, I-7.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I think you'd have to label this an upset. Yes, they were at home, but still an upset. They got the job done.
Yeah, even being at home was not enough for people to think they were going to pull this one off. But give them credit for playing not just a smart football game, but one where they were going to be physical about the whole thing. They put up their fists and said, let's fight, and showed their crowd that they were into this one.
Then that's the thing. The crowd responded. They were really good in this game.
Yeah, they were not going to be pushed around. They were not going to be intimidated. They refused to back down and came away with a victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will take it back only to about the 13. Yard line here.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Ready? Yellow lady. Kill. Defense. Let's go.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
55. Right there in the middle. Bravo. Coming to you.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Let's pick it up.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Fourth down.
Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Hey, Ernie! Check back 47. I'm coming after you. Coming after you.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They run it with Balaj. And down inside the 15 he goes. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
It's a gain of 11. And the Dolphins
Check. Lucky. Strong.
first and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up third down and 17.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, we got 3 down. Switch.
Balaj. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. They'll try and run with Balaj. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Saints will have the football back. Breeze now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Taco Charlton leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. First carry for Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
And it's third down.
Mike, ready? 95-56.
Here's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Jared Cook. Incomplete. 3 plays and out. It's fourth down.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time.
Hey, box drop. 52.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 12, Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Taco Charlton able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They're going to try and throw. And they will not be able to hook up up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs.
20! 47 is the mic. I hope you brought your legs because I'm about to take you to school.
Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
36.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Breeze's throw on target to Cook. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Go! Where's 52? Block 52. 52's the mic. Let him. No. Check that. We want Mike 52 right here.
Throwing now is Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Easy.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. He's going to let this one go deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that what you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
34.
Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. Caught by Wilson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. On first down, Turner. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Fitzpatrick on first down. And he completes it to Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one goes for 30 yards.
First and goal at the 9.
Now Balaj. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Again, it's Balaj. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. DeLance Turner there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hold now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run. This is Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Breeze. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
21. Here we go.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
180! 47. Check, 47. Tight dog.
Now they try the right side here. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. 24 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and this will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vince Beagle coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Here's Breeze to throw. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19. Breeze now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Ready. 5-8.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. 95-56. Can't give these tracks. Let's go. 13. 55. And watch the leg. 5.
On 2nd and 7. Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Taco Charlton getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. This is caught by Gibb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
And the Saints, 1st down.
Breeze now on 1st down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Saints.
On 1st down, Breeze. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Taco Charlton, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Breeze now. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Regular.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play. And it'll be intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 out of 1st.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know. Well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. Sanders on for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 33.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. That's caught inside the 20. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA.